Hi everyone. Today I'm going to walk you through what I eat in a day, specifically using up leftovers. Welcome to my channel. This is where I show you how I've lost 145 pounds following an animal-based ketogenic diet, which for me is carnivore. If you saw my last video, I made some pork belly. I've been using up a giant pork belly that I bought. I cut it into sections, froze it, and I've been experimenting with it. And a couple of days ago, I made this in my sous vide. What I'm about to do with these leftovers, or some of the leftovers, is I am going to put them in my air fryer. They're going to turn out almost like bacon. This is like a great thing to do with this leftover. Now you can also do this very same thing with oven baked pork belly. And this recipe also works really well with leftover oven baked brisket. So let's start by slicing it up. I'm going to turn this on so that it has a chance to warm up while we're slicing it. I am going to cook it at 400 degrees Fahrenheit on the air fry option. Now, how long you cook it depends on how crispy you want it. Sometimes I go for 5 minutes because I still want the juicy part, but sometimes I feel like super crispy. You can go 10-15 minutes. This is your choice, and play with it till it's the way that you like it. I'm going to go with 400 degrees. I'm going to set the timer for 15 minutes and then check on it, and whatever strikes my fancy when I peek in, I'll just stop it at that time. Air crisp, 400. I'll just let it default to 20. Here is my leftover pieces. I'm going to take off this excess bit of fat here. I like to slice it fairly thin. That's about right. I'm gonna say it's between 1/4 inch to 1/8 of an inch wide pieces. You could go thicker, you could go thinner.
Careful though.
So you'll notice that it kind of looks like bacon when you slice it like this. It's getting a little bit too thin. I will be, when I have my lunch later, I'll be making something else with these leftovers, the rest of the leftovers. That should do it. I've got 2 sizes of air fryer liners here. This is what I've been using for the last couple years. And actually a few people reached out to me to give me the link. And there's something about the Amazon search that doesn't always work for me. I'm going to use this one so I can spread these out in a single layer. If I'm just making something small, I just go with the smaller one. This does save a lot on cleanup. Now, I did have somebody make a comment. They weren't too nice, but that's okay. You know, people
can be funny sometimes.
They were saying that I needed to put this at the very bottom below the rack, but that is actually not true. These are designed. You get crispy results having it at the top, on the top rack, and in addition to that, way less cleanup. So I will continue to do it this way because it works, and that is how they work. Now you could add some salt to this now. I'll just wait till the end when I eat it. And I'm going to put it in there now, and we'll see how long I cook it for until it's kind of the way I'm craving it today. We'll be right back when these are ready. While that's cooking, this is a perfect time to come out, get some sunshine and fresh air, and tell you about the sponsor of today's video, which is Element. Element is a super tasty electrolyte drink. It comes with a science-backed formula of 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. Comes in several great flavors, as well as this raw, unflavored. And right now I'm enjoying my cold electrolyte drink because the weather is just getting that way, isn't it? So if you would like to try some of these flavors, right now they are offering to my viewers this 8 flavor sample pack. It will be added to your cart when you go to their website using my link and make any purchase from their website. The link is drinkelement.com/ketogenicwoman. That's drinkLMNT.com/ketogenicwoman. It'll be on the screen and down below. Thank you, Element, for sponsoring today's video. Okay, it's been about 18 minutes. I did take one out earlier, but let's take a look here. Wow. All right, I think I'm gonna call it done. These, I decided I felt like having it nice and crispy. So I'm gonna put these out here, let them drain a bit on my paper towel. This is gonna be a great breakfast. Okay, so the other thing I want to point out is that in this parchment liner, we have some great lard to keep. So, it's too hot to handle, so I generally let this sit for 10 or 15 minutes before I try to take anything out. A lot of people have also asked me about cleaning this unit. So the best way to handle the cleaning is, for one thing, to use a liner. The liner does help with all the mess. And then once this has cooled down a little bit, but not all the way, paper towel, just wipe all the surfaces to get any excess moisture and grease off. And that generally takes care of things. Every 4 or 5 uses, I do take all the pieces that come out, which is this screen and the 2 pans, and I run them through the dishwasher. Or you could do a sink full of hot soapy water, and that'll do it as well. So let's check this out. So I did take out one earlier, and so it is not as crispy. I just wanted to show you, this is about 10 minutes. It's very edible with still some crispy crust. Very good.
Wait, I better finish chewing.
It's still very good, but I felt like having it like bacon. So here we go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run away and eat this, and I shouldn't talk with my mouth full. Could use a little bit of salt. So I'm gonna sprinkle some of my Redmonds. This is the fine salt. I'll see you guys in the next segment when I'm ready for my next meal, whatever that is going to turn out to be. Okay, I'm going to do my next meal, and it's just gonna be a mixed meat soup. I find that is one of my favorites. It's different every time because it depends on leftovers. And in my leftover containers in the fridge, I have the pork belly. Some of that is left. And I have 1 burger patty here. And so I'm gonna use that, and I have some bone broth always in the fridge. So it is literally as simple as cutting up into pieces and then mixing it with the bone broth, getting it to a little bit of a simmer. I'm just gonna make these bite-sized pieces. I don't know if I'm gonna eat it all. It might be 2 servings here. Soup fills me up, so. And then I keep this bite-sized pieces too. And there we go. Just gonna throw it in there. It's chicken. I wasn't quite sure if it was beef or chicken. I'll link down my bone broth recipe. I have a printable recipe card as well as a video, so I'll put that down below. So you can, if you've never made it yourself, you really have to, because it tastes better and it is way cheaper, practically free, because you're using leftovers to make this leftover. So I'm just gonna warm this up, and I'll be right back to give it a taste. Here we go, mixed meat soup, pork belly, and hamburger. I gotta try a piece of pork belly. I just love pork belly. I think I will eat it all. It's good. We'll see you in the next segment. Okay, last meal of the day, one of my favorite and easiest. I'm going to make these frozen salmon fillets. I have this quite often. First, I'm going to set this to 400 on air fry. And 15 minutes is my favorite place to stop for this one. I like getting these pre-packaged ones. They're about 7 ounces each approximately, so that's pretty close to 50 grams of protein right here. I get the skin on and I eat the skin. There is so many good things about this, omega-3s. So good for my knee joint and all the other aches and pains that we get. When we get to this age group, they just disappear when you have enough omega-3s and you feel good, and it's good for skin and hair and all the other stuff. All I'm going to do is add a sprinkle of salt to this. And that'll be it. This is my Redmonds. Okay, it's ready. We're gonna put our fillets in there. That's so easy. We'll see you in a few minutes when those are ready. All right, here we go. I just love this. Sometimes the skin will stick. There we go. There is my salmon fillet. I like to put some butter on it. I just kind of cut it open and let the butter melt in.
So good.
There you go. Perfect salmon fillet. Sometimes I have some shrimp with it. It's been a long day. I'm gonna go have this last meal of the day and then relax. It was a beautiful, gorgeous day all day today. And thank you for watching. Have any questions about what I eat in a day, please feel free to ask and I will try to answer. So see you guys on the next video.
Hi everybody, welcome to my channel where I show you... Take 2. Let's go with 400. Well, we need to plug it in. Now we need to take a picture of me holding this, I guess. Somebody told me the other day... No, I'm not going to forget it. You weren't even paying attention. You don't even care. Is that better?